This is a SleepyCast lost episode. Jesus R. Christ. Featuring Psychic Pebbles, Spaz Kid, and Niall. My name is Captain Dickhead. Spreading my butt cheeks and staring at my asshole in the mirror is one of my secret delights.
Man, Christians are weird, aren't they?
Christians?
You want to talk about a weird group? Christians. Not to be insensitive.
What pisses me off most about the whole Christian culture is the fact that, like, now they're, like, intertwined with everything we fucking do. So, let me tell you a situation with the whole Christian thing. So I woke up one morning, and I had this whole, like, game plan set out. I had the works. I had everything set up. Tomorrow I was going to go to the bank and pull money out. The bank was fucking closed, but it was on Monday. I'm like, it's not President's Day. It's not Columbus Day. It's not one of those glorious holidays. I'm like, it can't be anything special.
One of your all-time favorites? George Washington looking down at you from above corner.
Last week we were saying it was Halloween. This week we're saying it's fucking...
President's Day is the best. I go back.
Let go back to my important story. So I wanted to go to... I couldn't go to the bank, and I wanted to go to Giants that day, and Giants was closed. And I'm like, what the fuck? What holiday is today? And it was fucking Easter. It's fucking Easter, the national Christian holiday.
You're saying you're not excited by the day that Jesus ran to a big rabbit and put him up on the cross.
I thought the rabbit laid Jesus in an egg, and Jesus came out, and he goes, hello! And
That's bullshit. I heard Jesus... ripped the skin off a rabbit, put it on, gave the chocolate to the poor Indonesian boys.
Why was the rabbit have chocolate in it?
How do you think he got?
Because that was popular at the time.
Guys, how do you think he got out of the cave? He was like, if I go back out there, everyone's gonna go, hey, that guy, we killed him. So he was like, I'll dress like a rabbit, give kids Easter eggs, so they, hey, it's a giant rabbit, not Jesus.
Look
it's
it up.
A perfect way to escape.
This is on www.truthism.com. This is an actual fact.
Go there and get fucking. Oh shut up.
You wake up. This will wake you up.
Jesus wore
sheep.
So technically, Jesus was the first furry.
Jesus was the first furry.
He made the first furry convention, giving people chocolates.
He also had
Did he wear furry experiences?
He had the first diaper fetish too.
Did he have the little
Jesus would put his diaper and giggle and pull little chocolates to give to the kids.
You know the butt plugs with the tails?
What the fucking Jesus had a butt plug tail that he bought from Bad Dragon.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
I think so.
His little bunny, and did he hop around with his like hands limply on his chest?
You said something about baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus farted his little diaper and giggling.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's like
he had to have farted.
We gotta remember baby Jesus. It's like baby Jesus grew up. Baby Jesus fucking died on the cross for your sins. Like he's not baby Jesus anymore.
Do you think baby Jesus like farted?
He was baby face. I think
he had to have farted,
dude. When I was a kid, you know
he had an ass. That's what he stuck his dildo into.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid,
you know, Jesus is 33 years old. When I was a kid, I misheard somebody. They said he was 3 years old, but for some reason, I thought this little baby grew into a full-size man in 3 years, and nobody questioned it.
Well, he is Jesus.
That makes fucking sense.
If a baby grew,
he's gauches.
If a baby grew like 33 years, I believe he's
3 years.
Yeah, well, Tom Hanks did that.
He grew 33 years in 3 years.
Tom Hanks was.
He did the opposite.
Tom Hanks.
Oh no, he did that. You're right. He did that. You're
Brad
right.
Pitt did the opposite.
Benjamin Button.
I thought that was Robin Williams, who was Benjamin Button.
Oh no, that was Brad Pitt.
Which one's the one where Robin Williams plays this like 13-year-old boy and like a 40-year-old body?
That's Jack.
Oh yeah, is that the one?
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that the one that I'm thinking of?
No, Jack is the one where it's like a kid has an aging disease where he gets old really fast.
Oh, and Tom Hanks was in Big.
So he really is Jesus then.
Yeah.
If anybody's Jesus, because Tom Hanks had a bullshit like gypsy thing. Right? He had the machine that turned him older.
Yeah.
So technically, Robin Williams is Jesus.
Yeah, because he naturally...
He aged 3 years.
But isn't that movie actually about progeria? I think it is. I think it's based on the disease progeria, the aging disease. But if you look up someone with progeria, they don't look like a fully grown man. They don't.
No, if you tell somebody, oh yeah, the 10-year-olds or the 8-year-old bodies.
Well, you got to think of it this way. They're not going to go up to someone and be like, hey, you have progeria. You want to play?
Could you imagine Tom Hanks with progeria like makeup on? Nobody would watch that.
No, I'm serious. You can't just go up to someone who has it and you're like, hey, would you like to star in a movie where we talk about your illness? And they'd be like, I'm offended.
He'd have to walk around like a progerian.
Well, Tom Hanks played like...
I'm not knocking progerians. I'm just saying...
I have nothing against progerian.
Wait, that progerian is a word we just coined, by the way.
I have nothing against progerian.
Babies.
I think this episode is the most insensitive episode so far.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
Christian music.
What don't you like about Christian music?
It's not it's not the concept of Christian music. It's just there's something about it. Like when I'm listening to a song, doesn't matter how good it is, and then they bring up a line where it's like Jesus is with me. It's like, okay, now the song's ruined. I enjoyed the vocals and I enjoyed the fucking guitaring, but now you just sung about something that's been regurgitated. It's the New Age Protestant
Christians who do this, like, you know, the New Age Protestant rock Christians, like, they try to appeal to the youth.
They're like,
Jesus is in my ear, kissing me every day.
It's the same.
Jesus is my hero.
What pisses me off is it's the same message that you've regurgitating for like fucking 20 years. Like, we've heard it before from the previous guy who fucking baby vomited over there.
Yeah.
We heard it.
Like anything is funny to me. Christian comedy, Christian music.
Comedy.
Yeah, it's like its
Christian
own sect.
comedy.
Christian humor.
Oh my god.
It's like they're acknowledging the fact that it's not real comedy, so they have to call it Christian comedy.
They're never jokes either. It's never like self-deprecating. It's always like, knock knock, who's there? Jesus, let him in.
Zach, you were on Netflix, and you were watching a fucking like Dane Cook equivalent of a Christian comedian who was like up there.
To be the Dane Cook of Christian comedy is pretty fucking long.
Wait, did someone say that?
That's what he was.
He was.
You could look at him. You could be like, wow, this is like Dane Cook for old people, because he was up there. He was talking. He was like on the road. And he's like, yeah, it's like a trucker. He's basically just saying like, get out of the way, or something, like the horn. Like, he started doing this thing where he was personifying the noises things make, like what dogs make, like when a dog's barking.
Give me food.
Yeah, like, it's like, yeah, I heard that when I was in 3rd grade, and they were tossing fucking keys in my face. Tell me a new one. It wasn't funny, yet people were sitting in the audience.
Do you think
it was falling out of their seat?
It was hosted by the fucking, I think it was the wife from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh,
it was so weird. I was like, what? Why is she in this?
Dude, she was pulling out some pretty serious like fucking stabs at like atheists and all these, like, for
those
a Christian.
Goddamn atheists need to have it.
Were they actually doing atheist jokes?
Yeah, they're like, what's my favorite thing about atheists? They go to hell, die.
Really? Everyone's clapping.
That's pretty good though.
They're foaming at their mouth.
You're a good Christian comic.
Spit is.
Watch, you want to hear a joke? Cole, you be the audience, I'll be the Christian guy, okay?
Alright, I'm studio audience.
My favorite thing about Jesus is the way he's very cool and he come back from the dead too.
Thank you. It's pretty
Knock
good.
knock, who's there? Jesus come by. Jesus say his car broke down. He wants us to worship him.
Jesus.
If someone on stage did that, I'd laugh.
If Jesus knock on your heart, you better let him in. He ain't no trick-or-treater, I'll tell you that much.
Trick-or-treaters are the devil.
I actually fucking laughed that.
Celebrating demons.
If you see a demon, it ain't a demon, might be an atheist. You know what I mean?
You sound like fucking blue collar TV. If you celebrate Jesus, you might be a Christian.
If you believe in Jesus, you might be a Christian. All right, let's get Comedy Central on the phone.
That was so bad. I remember that shtick with the whole fucking, like, if you got 2 beers in one hand and they're warm and you're like, honey, throw me another one, you might be a redneck. It's like yes, but I can't relate.
If you fuck your sister and your kid has 7 toes, you might be a redneck.
That's what her one.
Wait, might be a redneck? Are they Christian jokes? Because I can imagine.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They're like wife beating beer jokes that aren't funny.
Yeah, it's like if your boat is a second. Yeah, if your boat is your guest room or something.
If your boat is named John Deere II, you might be a redneck.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
if your washcloths.
Listen, I was born in the Outback, so I know these kinds of things.
Outback Steakhouse, more like.
That's a good place. They got you them good foods.
Let's go to Outback Steakhouse right now, guys.
Outback Steakhouse, Bloomin' Onion.
This podcast is brought to you by the Olive Garden.
Were you guys both raised in like a Christian family?
Well, my family are kind of Christian. They're not like super religious, but they identify as Christians.
You said your dad dressed up as Jesus every year and walked around the house like saying, "Nail me, nail me, nail me." Is that true?
Yeah, well, that is true. But it was only once a year, and we kind of saw it coming.
That was always kind of
weird.
weird.
We all left the house when that happened.
You got tired of this thing? Oh, the nail bit. Okay, Dad.
Yeah.
See, for me...
we knew when it was coming.
For me, like, there was a point where I was Christian, like, part-time for, like, one side of my family.
Oh, just, like, 40 hours a week?
Yeah, like, I worked a steady Christian job of going to do Christian things for 40 to 20 hours a month.
Yeah.
Basically, my dad's side, he only really did church things when he wanted to fuck someone. So when my dad wanted to fuck a chick,
your dad is like the dude from Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like, oh, she's really into like God and stuff. So you better enjoy it. And I'm like, Dad, church is okay.
Your dad tried to lure you to church and be like, you better be a good wingman.
You were your dad's wingman?
I would have to go with him because like I lived with him. But
would your dad get jealous if she got into you instead?
I don't know.
Like she was like, you got a big dick on you.
What? It doesn't sound like Blue Collar TV. Starring Comedy Central's first. Okay, no, but like with my mom, she's pretty much like she believes in Jesus and God and stuff, but she believes to a point where she's like, God's in all of us. I don't think you need to go to some fucking rank old building and listen to some dude talking.
Yeah, well, that's not. If it gives you peace and like you don't shove it in people's faces,
sure.
I think that's
exactly what my mom says. My mom's like, people that say you have to go to church or you're gonna go sin and go to hell. It's like you don't. If you just believe in God or you have God in your whole, or and you're a Christian, that's good enough, because it's like, when the fuck did God say you had to go to a place and listen to some dude
I respect people's belief. People can believe whatever they want to. As long as they're not shoving your face in
That's what I'm talking about, though.
But people are still allowed to ridicule anything they want to.
Yeah,
except for Islam.
That's a whole other
that's our last episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like people think like.
Have you been back to church being a non-believer? It is very creepy. Yeah, I went back there I went back to church for Christmas last year. And you sit there, it's a big dark room. Like when you're there, it's like, yeah, whatever, it's church. But when you go back, from the perspective of I don't really believe this that much or whatever, it's very cultish, if I can say that. You know what
they're
I mean?
all like,
because they're all saying in monotone voices. Yeah, it's like Christ has come, Christ has risen, Christ will come again.
Yeah, see, like
when you hear like 1,000 people singing that in unison, it's very creepy because you're kind of looking around like,
and they're all like dead-eyed, just looking at the altar, going,
passage B6. You were supposed to sing along.
Yeah.
That's not even a real passage in the Holy Bible.
B6? Is it a fucking manual? Is it a manual to build a chair, Corey?
I sunk your battleship.
Fuck.
No,
that actually sounds like B6.
It probably is.
Yours is better than mine was. It made no sense.
The last time I went to church, like the last time, and there was like some like Ellen DeGenerate set up like stage thing at the bottom, and then there was like these people who came out. They were like, hip young Christian doers, and they were talking in their book, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to hear a passage from Jesus?" And everyone's like screaming.
Corey, weren't you tied up in Sunday school?
Oh yeah, Corey has a story.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, you want to tell the audience about that?
Oh, I went to Sunday school, and the people didn't feel like watching us, so they used to tie us down with those like fucking like jump rope type ropes. They would tie us down to those fucking like shitty play school chairs at the plastic
hollow
tables.
Plastic ones that you knock.
Yeah. They used to tie us down to that and make us watch VeggieTales.
Now you're Irish, so I don't think you've been exposed to VeggieTales, have you?
What's VeggieTales?
Oh
VeggieTales is
God.
shit. It was good. It was a good cartoon show for what it was worth at the time.
VeggieTales.
I have an idea of what it is already.
It's talking Christian vegetables that teach you how good God is.
I saw a video of this Christian cartoon, and
for what it's worth, it's a good show.
I saw this video of a Christian cartoon, and they were all singing a song nonchalantly, so they're all like, "Jesus has risen," and then
were they vegetables?
They were just these like ugly character designs, and it just went from one character to the other,
just like every other Christian thing.
And then they're all like, and they're all like, la 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 la, and then one of them goes, "A blood sacrifice," and then they just keep going on again, just nonchalantly. And he's like, wait a minute, go back. It's like, "A blood sacrifice." That's how they fucking ingrain that shit into kids' heads.
You brought something up. Have you noticed that almost anything that's Christian and people want to make something, it's always like this horrible quality?
Yeah, they always have this horrible like designs, and they all like
it's just like really bad quality.
On one of those shows, there was one show called it was like Bible Adventures or something, and I need to find it.
It was made with fucking Go Animate. There was this guy who made a Kickstarter for Go Animate. He needed to buy everything, and it was like $5,000 to buy anything.
I think it was like $5,000 or $10,000.
Go Animate is like the biggest scam for kids. And it's like kids are like, "Mom, get your credit card out. I got a deal of brewing."
That's like that Christian comedy pilot.
That's like that Club Penguin thing, like all those like little kid things. It's a genius like a marketing idea to get like, because their kids are idiots. They're gonna buy into that shit.
I guarantee.
That's why they indoctrinate kids with that. Like,
I guarantee there was like a Christian like fucking group that took Sago Animate as an opportunity to start making Christian cartoons.
Do you ever feel like amazing on Sunday morning when you're driving or walking and you see everybody like walking in or out of church and you're like, oh, I don't have to be there.
Well,
it's such a good feeling.
Well, yeah, because you're older, your parents aren't making you go.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like I haven't gone to church in fucking.
Listen, kids, if you go to church, just sneak out the back and smoke a few cigs.
I think my parents
smoke a joint right in Jesus' face.
The one thing that's kind of nice about church is like the sense of community, because I think that's why my parents actually went, because they get to see like their neighbors and stuff. I don't know.
Well, you want to see your ugly neighbors under Jesus' disgusting statue? Wow.
Well, they do. I don't.
Wow, that's insensitive.
Motherfuckers.
I know what you're talking about, like the conversing
outside.
Yeah,
they all white male, you fucking cis.
Do you know cysts?
That was a joke.
Benign tumors.
Yeah.
Cysts are benign tuners?
You're not even drunk, Corey. You've been drinking coffee.
Now you guys know just how I am when I'm sober.
Yeah, this is the real Corey.
There is
unplugged.
no excuse. He is 100% sober right now. First you said Ellen DeGenerate. Now this, Corey.
Man,
the Ellen DeGenerate show.
DeGeneres. Degenerate's like a slur, like it's like a negative. You fucking degenerate, get off my lawn.
I actually remember my 8-year-old sister once going, Ellen DeGeneres? And I go, no, Ellen DeGeneres. Oh, she goes, oh, that makes sense. Age 23, dude.
Dude, I know.
24.
24, 23, age is just a number. I can still be a 6-year-old.
Yeah, 2 plus 4 is 6. The two numbers.
I didn't think about that.
You know what I also thought about? I know it's a pretty redundant thought by this point, but there's going to be some point in the future where a president will have had a YouTube account as a child. Like right now, there's potentially a president calling some kid a faggot on a machinima video, and he's gonna run the country in like 30 years. Isn't that fascinating? Or 40 years or whatever.
No, seriously, that is the truth.
In the future,
there's not going to be any anonymity.
If you look up
anonymity,
I can't say that.
If you look up
anonymity.
Anonymity.
Anonymous.
Anonymity.
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 Astronomy.
Anonymity.
Astronomy.
Wait, I really can't do this. Wait.
Anonymity.
No. Wait. You're confusing me now.
Anonymous.
No, say the real one.
Anabeam.
No, say the real one.
Anabeam.
Say the real one.
Anonymous.
Hippopotamus.
Fuck, I can't do it. I sound like a jet.
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Inanimate objects.
Inanimate objects. Yeah, I can say that. Inanimate objects.
Anonymity.
You can't say it either, Corey. Why am I getting this?
You already know I can't say stuff. Anonymity.
That's what I've been saying. No, you said anonymity.
Do it.
Anonymity.
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 People have already closed out of the podcast.
Yeah. All right, goodbye.
Okay, well.
No, seriously.
So.
Well, so anyways, I was just saying, like, there's going to be a point in time in the future where a president
I was gonna say something.
Right.
I was gonna say, look up Obama Gerald Jr. Look at his first YouTube video.
What is this?
Obama Gerald Jr. Look at his first Gerald.
Oh, Gerald.
Look at his first YouTube video.
That's his second name, of course. Obama's second name.
Who's Obama Gerald Jr.?
Who do you think's running the country? Obama Gerald. That's his name, dude.
Obama Gerald Jr.
What about Barack?
That's his alias. That's what they call him that.
Okay, well, listen, you look him up. Look up Obama Gerald Jr.
I like how when you're thinking of a future president, you put the current president.
Look him up
because you can't.
He's lip syncing to Britney Spears. Bye bye bye.
You know, there's a
sync, dude.
There's a video that
Same thing.
Did you guys hear this? There's a video of Vladimir Putin that was leaked yesterday of him lip syncing City Escape. He was singing that song on YouTube. They discovered
from Sonic. Oh no, I thought it was the Sonic or song.
No, it's City Escape.
Living in the city.
Corey, you know City Escape.
Listen, being a fraternal faggot Sonic fan,
why do you keep saying fraternal?
I know that if he sung a Sonic R song and he sung "Living in the City," people would fucking be like, "You're not a real Sonic fan because you like Sonic R, and that makes you gay."
You know, you have to survive.
And Putin wouldn't want that reception.
But all I'm saying is, there's going to be a point in the future where every president has like their entire online history all the way until age like 2 or whenever they started using it. So you can go see a president's Facebook page, and that's going to be used against people in the future. It's like, well, my opponent here
dressed up like Naruto for
he dressed up like Naruto and did the hand signs. And he was 15. He was way too old for that. That's
he did one of those like like Linkin Park,
like, yeah, dude,
Naruto.
Yeah, you were singing in your room. You were singing Linkin Park. This shit's like fucking 20 years old, dude. What do you got on me? He's like, yeah, well,
I relate to it.
I looked at it. I looked at the wallpaper. What?
Your favorite Christian videos? It's like, dude, there was, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like one of those things where it's constant back and forth.
So we're talking about Christian stuff. Talk about your Christian life, Zach. You were a Christian.
Yeah, I was raised Christian. My dad was Catholic and my mom was Protestant, so it was always an interesting balance. My dad never really practiced though. Like he never really went to church.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you used to go into the bathroom and take like the 9-tailed cat whip and hit yourself in the back and be like, I'm a terrible son?
No, the priest used to do that for me. He used to be like, you little bitch, you little fucking apologize to Jesus. And then have a guy come in
your
Jesus.
room?
Yeah.
While you were trying to brush your teeth?
Yeah, I was brushing my teeth and Jesus would come in and slap me and be like, apologize, faggot. I saw what you did today. You fucking slapped the back of my head. Jesus would torment me. I was in the shower one time taking a shower and Jesus walked in and was like, I smell dick. You call that a dick, little baby boy? And he slapped my ass with a towel. He said, good game. And I was like, Dad?
Dude, the same thing happened to me. That's why, if you're going to follow Jesus, make sure you're on his good side because Jesus...
He is a dick if you irritate him.
Alright, Jesus was laying... I was like, I need to sit on the couch. And Jesus was like sprawled out. And he's like, sorry, there's no room. And he didn't have any fucking pants on. He had Cheetos in his fucking
and he
lap.
was like, dude, move your legs and like sit down like you're supposed to on the couch. And he was like,
He did like one of those like 90-degree elf farts in my face.
yeah, he spread his
like one of his legs were like straight in the
yeah. And then I was like, dude, I need to watch this. He's like, what, porn? And then he was like high-fiving ghosts and shit.
Yeah. He was like, yes. It was like, Jesus, if you're gonna make a joke, you can't congratulate yourself.
Yeah, it's like, what are you, 8? And he's like,
Jesus, you've been watching fucking Shark Week on Netflix for the last 2 weeks. To get up and do something.
Wait, what is he watching Shark Week for 2 weeks?
I don't know. Because
Like,
it's
there's
backed up.
inconsistencies in your story.
you know what?
This is Jesus.
This is what pisses me off. Okay, I waked
About
up.
Jesus?
Yeah, no, like another thing, like when he's like sprawled down eating Cheetos and elf farting, I come downstairs and he's TiVoing all of Nick Jr. And it's like, dude, I'm way too old for this stuff. I'm an adult, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I just listen to it for background noise. It's like, but dude, I saw you one time watching.
You were singing the Blues Clues song. You were fucking singing the Blues Clues.
You were singing Go Diego Go, the spin-off
And
from
your
Dora the
diaper, by the
Explorer.
way.
Go Diego Go was such a bullshit.
And by the
spin-off.
way, Jesus, we clean your diapers out of your fucking... You throw them in the laundry bin. That's not where your diapers go, dude. That is not where your diapers go.
Yeah,
What
you sell them on eBay to your fans on your diaper YouTube channel.
Jesus, just because you review diapers on YouTube doesn't mean you're paying rent. You get 5 cents from CPM. All right? You can't live. You can't live.
Nobody
forever.
cares about your fucking like vintage Peanuts diapers. Like, I mean,
Wait, let's pull up the video of Jesus doing the diaper review. 1 second.
Hey y'all, it's my Jesus. Got some new diapers here. Picked them up at Walmart for $2.95. And we got a nice fabric here for my duty to fall into. Just kidding. Alright. I'm gonna lay a big old nugget in this one. It's got some striped patterns on this. Okay, well that's all for today. Goodbye. What a weird video. His voice sounds stupid too. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and
Who the fuck would listen to
he
that
actually
guy?
sounds oddly like the blue collar dude from earlier.
Yeah, I know. Weird.
these guys probably think we're talking about Jesus. Like,
You mean like
Jesus H. Christ.
we were talking about Jesus or Christ? It's a different guy.
yeah, Jesus our Christ. Like, he lives in Jamaica.
His dad runs Toys R Us. It's a whole misconception. Sorry about that, guys. You thought we meant Jesus.
I feel so
H.
bad.
Christ.
I understand that the correlation of us talking about
We
Christianity.
must sound like jerks right about it now.
No, we had a Jamaican friend. His name was Jesus R. Christ.
Yeah. He also
He was kind of an asshole.
and he used to dress as a bunny rabbit.
And it's not because he's Jamaican he was an asshole. That would be insensitive. No, he was an asshole because he went out of his way to review diapers, spill shit everywhere, fucking TiVo every single episode of fucking
Blues Clues.
But now, do you have any crazy Christian experiences that you had to go through when you were a little baby boy?
No, but there was one priest who was in my parish, and he was.
What is a parish? I was a Catholic and I still don't know what that is.
Oh well, I think it might just be an Irish thing.
I
But
could be a
it's
bad
like,
Catholic. I don't know.
a parish is like a gang. No, it's like a hood. It's a
Gang of priests
No,
that walk around.
No, it's like
What
a
color
community.
are
It's like
they?
one community is one parish. One
What
community.
color is their hood?
Oh, dude, they're all wear white. It's scary as fuck, man.
Dude, that's actually
There's
that's
another
a real
place
race.
here that wears all white too. I think their club, a little here called.
Oh, yeah,
called the Republicans. Political.
You know, here's something you didn't know about Republicans. What's that, old man? Get off your walker, you geriatric. Oh, what's that? Sorry, we don't play fucking tiddlywinks and ball and cup anymore. This is the 21st century, okay? The calculator isn't computer, Grandpa. The calculator is something you use to learn math problems, Grandpa.
Republic can't not be racist, you fucks.
Democrats? Hey, what's up? Cool, pool party at 10? Be there.
Now that is good. Guys, I think we got into the political satire area. I think our fans are going to love it. I think they're going to love our political side.
Yeah, you know, Zach likes to doodle in his spare time. He had one...
Gross old Republican men and fucking, like, hip dramatics.
He had one recently, and it was Obama sitting in a bathtub. And he was washing himself with drones.
He was washing himself with taxpayer money and saying, "We'll wash mistakes off."
No, he was bathing in taxpayer money.
Oh, right. It said they won't wash my mistakes off.
Yeah.
And the rubber ducky was Ronald Reagan.
What?
Yeah.
So we're talking.
You just don't get it. You'll figure it out.
We're talking about Christians.
Oh yeah.
Can you think of anything other Christian themed?
Christian Western family?
It doesn't count. But he is Christian.
Do Mormons count as Christians since they believe in Jesus?
I have never met a Mormon.
I have. You know something? They're always really nice.
I've never met one.
They always used to knock on my door, and I could never.
Literally, like after watching the South Park episode and their fucking musical.
That episode is spot on, dude. I swear to God.
I've never met a Mormon.
Every time they come to my house, I was always like, "Oh, I'm gonna be like, fuck these guys." And I open the door, and be like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Hi," and I was like, "God damn," because they kept coming back, the same two guys. And I was like, "Man, they're really irritating me." But every time they knock on my door, they're like, "Hi, how you doing, brother?" And I was like, "God damn it!" Yeah. I feel like the people.
What are you doing? You're opening up a new can of fucking green beans here, Niall.
Hey man, I don't eat green beans that come from cans.
Thank you for this day.
That was Jesus our Christ. Join us next time on SleepyCast. I get horny when I change babies' diapers, and I'm unsure whether it's because of the baby dick, the feces, or both. Goodbye.
Christians?
You want to talk about a weird group? Christians. Not to be insensitive.
What pisses me off most about the whole Christian culture is the fact that
Jesus is our Christ. Featuring Psychic Pebble has hit. No. My name is Captain Dick Head. Spreading my body and daring at my apple in the mirror is one of my secrets. Jesus is with me. I was like, I need to sit on the couch. And Jesus was just like crawled out, and he's like, oh, there's no room. And he didn't have any fucking hair on. He did like a little like 90-degree L-bar in my face. I was like, I need to watch. She's like, what, porn? And he was like high-fiving ghosts. I come downstairs, and he's keep going all on the junior. And he's like, dude, wait 12 of them at all.
Yeah, I just listened to the background noise.
It's my Jesus. That's what I'm saying. For the
That was Jesus our Christ. Join us next time on SleepyCast. I get horny when I change babies' diapers. I get horny, baby diaper.
Yeah.